Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.
Who is the key to a happy relationship? Oh!
What it do?
What up, everybody? Woo-hoo! Welcome back to the Midnight Paco Podcast, people.
Yes.
As always, I'm Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
I am the _great_Corey Coree. That's how you get me on Instagram, or you can get us both on the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram. We both keep a close eye when the dough is out. We both monitor that closely. Send us messages. Keep sending the messages. Thanks for all the love that you do.
That's right. We appreciate all the subscribers, people.
Yes.
We like the numbers. They're growing. Appreciate it. Get the word out.
Thank you. This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. It really makes me feel good, especially like you said before, when people come up and they say they've watched it, you know. And it's never none of my family members or friends. It's always other people who don't even really know me, or they just met me, you know. But that's what's up. Appreciate it.
In all honesty, I will have to say it's been a mixture of both.
That's good.
It's been strangers, people that we know that I didn't know watch the show.
Right. Yeah. No, I got friends. I got some from my military people. Like I said, Floyd, another shout out.
Thank you.
You know, some of them, they check it out. But either way, love you all. Yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thanks for
Hope everyone's healthy and having a good time in this world we're all living in, this crazy times.
That's right.
But hey, keep it real. It is one of the newest moments in history. We're going through some crazy shit, people.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about just 100 years ago. Would people be fucking... I mean, you wouldn't know about all the widespread shit because of technology, but... I mean...
In addition to what's going on,
I mean,
you also got to deal with these groups.
Right? Tons of groups.
These groups.
Right? It's just,
it's the...
Well, it's because there's nothing else to worry about. You ain't got to worry about trying to really feed your family because of shortages of shit. You know what I mean? It's boredom in society where we have everything. This technology has made it so easy for us to live that we ain't got to worry about, dying or fending for ourselves or trying to get food. So now we just sit back and talk shit about motherfuckers. Yeah.
And cancel culture.
Yeah. And people like to just try and...
I tell you who we should cancel, the cancel culture shit. If you guys just would like to cancel things, you need to cancel the culture vultures. Cancel the people that start off a certain way and change the game, start off rapping, and now we all remember Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Good vibrations!
We all remember Pink.
Pink.
We all remember Ain't No Holler Back, Gwen Stefani.
Ain't No Holler Back, man. Yeah.
We all remember MGK when he was spitting and representing for the land. I'm sorry. I just feel like he's a culture vulture. I'm sorry.
Why? Who's he telling to cancel?
No, he's not telling nobody to cancel. I said cancel the culture vultures.
Oh.
Cancel the ones that come down here acting like they down for the people and rapping and doing this just to do something else. That's all I'm saying.
Well, why? What else is he doing?
You heard any? Well, he's not. He's like more of like a rock, pop.
Oh, well.
Now,
Well, Eminem tore his ass up, dog. He went at the GOAT, man. He went at one of the GOATs, dog.
He's still successful. I wish him all the best in his career. But I'm just saying, don't use. If you're gonna be, I'm not saying you should be put in a box. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're gonna be hip hop, you're gonna come out as hip hop.
Well, you would think,
and use hip hop to fuel your start. I mean, there's nothing wrong with evolving, but don't be a culture vulture. That's all I'm saying.
I would say people change. But you see his woman, who's he dating now? That probably changes shit. Who knows? I don't know. If you like rap, you like rap. You ain't see Eminem ain't changed a goddamn thing. Not a thing.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't use our culture to just take advantage of to start your shit. That's all I'm saying.
All right? Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Good vibration.
And I like your movies, and I think he's a phenomenal actor, and whatever.
He is a good actor.
He is.
Anyway, no, I mean, what about the other ones that are trying to get people's careers and lives and jobs? They just went after Chappelle, another GOAT. They went after the GOAT.
Speaking of, the Midnight Paco podcast, we just did a show with
Stanwyck.
Out of Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to you, Stanwyck.
Yes.
I had a great time, and we would love to have you. Once we figure out the Zoom stuff, we'll have you.
Zoom stuff.
Yeah.
That's the problem, man.
Some Zoom stuff.
That's technology.
Or
I don't know shit about Zoom.
Or when we have a show in Phoenix, we can hook up with Stanwyck.
Man, that's traveling.
Yeah. That's what happens when you go on tour.
Whenever the Midnight Paco tour goes on.
That's what happens when you go on tour. You travel.
Man, that's about a year or so away, people. We're working on that one.
It could be tomorrow.
It ain't gonna be tomorrow.
Fly us out, we'll come perform.
It ain't gonna be tomorrow. It's because I still gotta give my job a couple weeks notice, people. Can't just be leaving on the spot. I gotta come back sometimes.
Yes.
I ain't got it like that.
True.
I got bills to pay, people.
I'm talking major spit, but fly us out.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. Yeah, well, we'll definitely come fly us out. Just in a couple weeks. I gotta give a couple weeks notice.
We gotta get it. We gotta give we both.
Dog.
I work for someone. He works for someone.
That's that real stuff I'm talking about. That life. That's
life.
That's the comedy vulture. We got
the culture vultures.
We gotta get it. We gotta make sure they can't come for us.
The cancel culture.
Yeah, they're gonna come for me all day. Dude.
I mean, I believe in.
Hope not, but they'll dig up something. Sure.
I believe in I believe in saying what you want to say, and if you don't like it, you can change the channel, turn the station, unsubscribe, not read our article.
Don't clap.
Yeah, don't clap.
There's something I find funny or I don't care. I don't clap.
There are certain individuals.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you just don't
that
like
I don't
them,
find funny, and I always go to the bathroom.
Right, you dipset.
Or I go to the bar.
The bar. That's what you're talking about.
Or
Fireball.
Or I just block you out. Or I just close my eyes and hope you go away.
That doesn't ever happen. You can hear.
Not when I'm listening to my favorite song in my head.
This is true.
There you go.
Walk it out. Walk it out.
That's not my favorite song. His favorite song.
One of my favorite songs, people. How do you not like that song?
I didn't say I didn't like it.
No, I'm just saying. If somebody listening, they don't know what it is, listen to it. You'll love at least the chorus. Even the remix is dope. That's what I'm talking about. Andre 3000.
Unk.
People don't like him.
Andre 3000 didn't make it.
Huh?
Andre 3000.
He's in the remix.
Oh, I see.
I know Unk.
Yeah.
Did it, but yeah, no.
Right. Gotcha.
Walk it out.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, Justin Fuller, this is Friday. What went on this week, man? What happened? What did we do exciting?
We went to the Funny Stop again last week, though.
We went to the Funny Stop.
Yeah. Did our little set there. Karaoke afterwards. Well, I didn't do karaoke. Yeah, we didn't do karaoke.
I'm not doing karaoke.
Not yet. I'll get up there eventually. I got some friends coming in from out of town.
I've been practicing.
Next week, so If they come down, I might, depending on, you know.
I've been practicing my karaoke song.
Have you?
No.
Do you have one?
No. I made it
Lies. Lies, people.
Sorry.
Everyone has one karaoke song.
See, this is the thing. Every time I go to the karaoke place, they don't have my song.
That's bull. Because you can download it. You can download it.
They don't have the musical version of my song.
Lies. Everybody.
Justin,
go ahead in the comments. Well, hold on. Before, even though he's lying. Hold on. Lies. Everyone put it in the comments. How about this? Your favorite go-to karaoke song. How about we do that?
What's your favorite go-to karaoke song? And I'm going to show you what mine is, and I can't never find it. Every time I go, they don't have it. I be looking. If it's a book, I'm flipping through the book. I'm looking. I never see it. I want to do the electric slide. That's my song.
Oh my god! They don't. Yeah, they don't got that one.
Boogie, up the boogie.
Up the what?
And that's what I want to do. And they never have it.
That's lies. I guarantee I can pull it up my phone.
The instrumental?
No.
You can do it.
No.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
No.
That's why I never do karaoke.
Lies.
That's my karaoke song.
Well, guess what? I guarantee we find it next week.
Oh, sorry.
I guarantee we find it next week.
If they find it, I'm going to do it.
All right. You heard that right here, people. I'll be back on this bitch next week. Like, this motherfucker lied to me right in my face on air.
He gonna be like Cordell or Cool C, rock that shit.
Because if he does, I'm gonna do the electric slide.
That's the whole point. I can teach you the electric slide.
Don't hear? That's the whole wedding song, man. That's it. All the weddings. I didn't even do it at my cousin's son's wedding.
That's my karaoke song.
I couldn't do it, people. That's yours? Guess what mine is?
What's your karaoke song?
Baby got back and it ain't no lie. You other boys can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. When I pull up truck, because you know that butt was stuffed. That's what I'm going to do, maybe.
And I'm gonna do.
But it breaks down real quick after that. I get that first fucking verse with no problem. But after that,
you reading?
Huh?
You reading?
Like it real thick and juicy.
How about that?
How about that? Oh, stinker. That's right. So how was your week?
Don't forget to smell it.
Well, I don't want to know about this one. No, I'm kidding. So sometimes you just ruin it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, we did some jokes. You did some new material at the Funny Stop. I thought it went well. You got a good reception. You said it was clunky, but I thought it went smooth.
Yeah, I got to change up the ending.
It was strictly some Justin Fuller style type humor.
Definitely.
Yep.
That's what I said.
And you looked like Justin when you were up there. So.
Yep. I hope.
Yeah. I thought you did good.
I had a double at that bitch there that night too.
You did, yeah.
He was handsome. He looked better than me though. But either way, he did a good job too.
Yeah, he did a good job.
You know,
yeah.
Wow. I like going there and rocking, and sitting there and watching other people. I think I've seen him before though.
I thought I saw him like maybe on the internet or something.
I think he was
because I was kind of tripping because he said. And when he first came out, I forget his name. He said he wanted everybody to say, "Oh yeah," and I'm thinking like, dude, I've been having my kids say that. I got it from white porn, y'all. So anybody that knows me, they know that I've been tripping on "Oh yeah," because if you listen closely, a lot of white people. I haven't heard Justin use it. Right. A lot of white people casually use "Oh yeah." And every time they do it, I'd be like, all right.
I don't know where that comes from.
They casually use it. They be like, oh, yeah.
All right.
Give you a perfect example. The Jimmy Dean commercial. When the cloud or the sun was, I think the cloud was hanging low, or the sun or the moon, one of them. And after he had his sandwich, they was like, I see you doing better or something. He was like, oh, yeah. So I was like,
what the fuck?
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, all you got to do is listen. They put it in their conversation. And I wanted to know Who told them to say that down? That's sexy. Like, give me some more yeah. Like, who told them that that's the word?
Dude.
You'll hear the chicks like, yeah.
And see, that's what I'm glad you...
And then the dude will be like, yeah. Yeah. And she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, what the... Who said that was it? Like, that's it. Yeah. And the dude, yeah.
I don't know. There's something go with it. But on that note,
yes, sir.
Because you pick up on things like that in watching porn or whatever the case, it's hilarious.
Everyday life.
My wife was watching True Blood, people. This is for you guys who have females to be watching this. And so this is what I do while she's watching that. There was a scene where like this chick was making all these people like have an orgy. She was possessing them and they all had orgies and shit. And I'm like, you know what's funny? I'm like, you see that chick back there just bouncing with her titties? I was like, you know, she auditioned for that role. She's like, look at me, everybody. I'm the one right there.
Like, I'm right there.
And my titties and doggy, just like, her back titties just being...
She had to audition for it, yeah.
She had to audition
and
people.
She probably told people like, look, I'm going to be on True Blood.
I'm going to be on True Blood. Y'all don't even know.
I always wondered that about the dudes that be on the wave caps. The packaging at the store.
Yeah.
Do they be like, yeah, I did a little modeling. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they did.
Man, I do a little modeling.
You know they come to some chick's house and they just fucking drop that shit. Like, they'll buy one or they'll just leave it in a bag and be like, oh, shit, my bad, that's mine.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, look, you're right.
Yeah, I do a little modeling, you know what I'm saying? A little modeling, you know.
Yeah, you know, that's my side shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know, got the waves. You know, they saw they like my waves. And
hair look good, girl.
So I do a little modeling. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. So
that's how it is. Yeah, no, it's just crazy. Like you said when we were talking on the podcast, is about Chappelle, you know. So let's talk about it here. How'd you like the...
First of all, Stanwyck is a trans man. And we discussed the stand-up, the
closer.
Yeah. And that's what you know. And he's out of Phoenix.
Yeah.
And he expressed his view. We expressed our view. And if you want to see a good show, check it out. We're going to probably get some information and put it on the show.
Yeah, if we can get maybe clips. I mean, I have some, you know, the footage, but like I said, it wasn't that great. Shit.
The footage he's referring to.
Yeah, the footage. As far as from my phone, I tried to capture, you know, the interview from that side of it, but, you know, it's probably better off getting it from him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he had it nice and clipped up, you know.
Right. So yeah, that it was an interesting topic. And you know, if you guys, so you asked me what did I feel about?
Well, before you say that, yeah, it was definitely interesting because I've never had a conversation with a female transitioning into, you know what I mean?
Not knowingly have I either.
You know, knowingly, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. We've met
because there's a lot of dudes out here that act like straight bitches. So.
But we've met a male transitioning into a female. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we've had that encounter, you know, and all that. Well, actually, you know, fellow comedian, you know what I'm saying? Alexa, yeah. So it's just but to me, it's like that's how I met her. So to me, it doesn't matter to me in those things.
Shout out to Alexa.
Yeah,
she's very
very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, and so it's just to me it's like whatever anybody wants to be, you know, referred to as, I'm fine with. My only thing is if I get it wrong right off rip, don't come fucking all upset and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never intentional, and the people who like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Well, I understand, but if it's somebody who says a person like, you don't know off rip, you don't know,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you people, but you know, if anybody out there, if I mispronounce a pronoun of some sort, you know, there's people who identify as being, you know, a kitten.
Non-binary.
Yeah, you know.
Did I say that right? Binary.
I have no idea. Non-binary. So it's anyone who's in a different group, which like I said, I haven't been affected by it. We haven't been affected by it in a sense because I don't know if it's in real society.
It is.
Is it? Or is it just online is what I'm getting at?
It's real, because the online take it to reality. Because initially when the pandemic hit, it did a transition to reality too. Like, this is how you handshake now. This is how you do this now. So a lot of things, start off online and then people just carry it over to the real world.
Well, yeah.
But my thing is,
well, that's just because people are followers and they just listen to anybody else. It's just fucking
that part too. But but for me, like, I'm not trying to offend anyone, and if I get it wrong, just correct me. And I'm not purposely trying to do it, and I'm trying to be respectful and progressive.
Right.
So if I mess up, I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
I mean, I think the bigger picture is like what Dave Chappelle's special is about. The closer and how he gets into the transgender topic and hits it. Basically the whole thing, but the way he does it, in which people don't understand, is he still tries to show that you can still be whatever you want to be. But at the end, if you're a white person that's trans, you're still white. You know what I'm saying? You're still white. So what side, there's really, even he said in his one joke that, you're a minority until you need to be white again. Like, you're in a special group until you just need to be, okay, not a black person in a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where most of his jokes, he took a stance because he understands the movement. That's why he said if slaves were Daisy Dukes and oiled up, maybe they'd be free in 100 years. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's just like their movement, he said, was so much better. It's just how it was organized in a joking fashion, obviously. But it's just, they miss everybody who's criticizing Chappelle's, which I don't understand how. Either they didn't watch it or they're just misunderstanding what he really is getting at.
Or they just some plain haters.
Oh, well, yeah, we already know that.
Like, some plain haters. And plus, if you like, you gotta watch it, and at the end of the day, I just don't. I think if I think this is, you can sum it up at this. I don't like it either when they try to we're not saying they, but when the
LGBTQ community
try to compare that to being black. That's where the problem lies.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, so that's where, and I agree with him with that. It's like, it's not the same. It ain't nowhere near the same. And please stop trying to compare that to being black.
And that was like the basis for his whole special. That's why he had this. He went back and he even said, "Look at everything else I've said and this and that." And I don't know. Like I said, I don't understand. I don't know. I think it's just all online. Because when somebody sees something, like, and at least Stanwyck watched it.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least he watched it so he could get a better perspective.
Right.
On because people see things and they, like I asked him, anybody in whatever special groups you talk to on Facebook, what was the specific issue that they had? There was no specific
issue.
Yeah, it's all just
the
topic.
They just haters. They hear that somebody's saying something about it. They feel like they don't have a right to say something, and they want to hate on it. Like I mentioned before, it's like you're gonna have individuals that doesn't like a person, or like when you're at the end of the road on your relationship.
Right. That's the best comparison right there.
Yeah,
Say it again.
Like when you at the end of the road on your relationship and the person's cough or sneeze, you could like, oh, why is you coughing and sneezing? Like, do you have to cough and sneeze here? Like,
you chew your food so loudly.
Like, oh my God, man. Yeah. So when you like get over there
that's
breathing
how
again.
You know, yeah. Man, I tell you what.
Get on my nerves when you breathe. Oh my God.
There's a point, boy. I was my ex-boy. Anytime I heard her fucking voice, I was like, ugh. Ugh. That was after we were together. Okay? But we're cool.
So with that being said, it's like even with like Dave Chappelle, you got some people that just don't like his humor. Yeah. He may have said something that they don't like, and
I look at it like this, man. If you say something that somebody doesn't like, it offends them because that's them.
I've said that too.
I mean,
I've used that theory with my kids
I mean,
and my nephews. Like, why are you getting offended?
Yeah. Look, I understand. We understand when people take notebooks on stage. We know professional people that take phones and use the things and this and that. However, when Jobs said it, people who went up after him were fucking offended as shit about him because that's what they do. And they felt they had to speak up and say something and criticize. For him just saying something that he felt is his truth.
Right.
But it kind of core because, hey, maybe we want to be prepared. Well, if you're prepared, you'd rehearse it, you'd know it. Memory. But
that part.
But
Or
if you're just sitting there at the table and you jot something down, guess what? You just jotted it down. Maybe you should be able to remember that too. That's why I wouldn't try something if I didn't remember it.
or you should try to write it down in your Midnight Paco notebook.
Bam!
If you want to be professional.
I ain't gonna lie, people, it's a little expensive. I got one.
And it's legit.
It's legit.
And you can write
It
all
is
your
legit.
jokes in it.
Definitely.
Speaking of jokes.
What jokes?
These jokes, man.
All those jokes.
We got a whole file full of jokes over here.
I ain't got time to go through those jokes. Man.
So many of them. We got to put them in order by dates.
Halloween's coming up.
Halloween jokes.
Fucking pumpkins.
Pumpkin jokes.
You know, West Virginians. Pumpkins. Ah! That's an old one right there, people. I didn't make it up.
It sounds like
It's not in that fucking... it didn't sound like
it's right here in row A, section 5. Oh. Yeah, man.
Is that in the West Virginia section? Because that's a group in itself. No, I'm kidding. See, that's the thing. I don't really even do... That's why if somebody comes after me, it's going to be tough because I really don't even get topical. I don't talk about gender. I don't think I did. No, I don't. None of my stuff. I don't talk about race for the most part. I do talk about my wife. She's Mexican and Puerto Rican, so I do bring that up. But other than that, I mean, I try to stay within my realm and things I know and personal about me. So if anybody says shit, I'm like, it's about my life, people. What am I supposed to say? You know, what are we talking about
you
here?
can say whatever you want. And that's another thing I was saying. Well, I don't want to talk about that because that's another show they can watch. But
I mean, we can give cliff notes. I mean, either way. It's just,
I mean,
you know.
like, why is a comedy show being broke down so much?
Oh, well, yeah.
It's a comedy show.
Yeah.
It's for your entertainment to make you laugh.
This is true.
Why is it being cross-referenced? Why is it being like... Oh,
like it's like a presidential address to the fucking nation.
Yeah, like shit. This is wrong. Or it's a comedy show.
It's a comedian who did an hour special to talk about things that he felt was going on in society and he didn't like and want to address or some shit.
So it's like it's a comedy show. So
what's the problem?
Why is it being dissected? Why does it mean so much? I mean, not saying that he doesn't deserve to be listened to or discussed, but it's a comedy show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a comedy show.
It's a comedy show. It's not the UN. It's not addressed, like you said, it's not addressing the nation. It's a comedy show.
I mean, he is addressing the nation in a sense, but only if you click on his face, people.
Or wonder if he made up everything he said.
Right? He can.
He's a comedian.
It doesn't matter.
It's a comedy show.
Yeah. That's what I said. People, I mean, just because a lot of the facts, a lot of things I say in my comedy are pretty close to true. There's a few things that are obviously false, that are made up. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole bunch, but oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like little things that are made up in it, but it's still off of baseline. But either way, he did talk about important subjects. Let's keep it real. That's his new type of style. So either way, he was addressing his fans and whoever wants to watch it. So you can criticize it, but to try and come after somebody's career, which that's hilarious anyway. Good luck on that one, people. He's, like I say, he started when he was 14 in a park with a speaker and a microphone. He gives two fucks about what you try and do because he has money. I'm sure he could get his material out there, and if not, he's fine doing live shows. He has his own shit he starts up, and he's making down in Yellow Springs. You ain't gonna cancel this dude. That shit's hilarious to me.
Right. I mean, I agree with you that, but why even try? Why is it a topic? Why can't you say what you want to say? This is America.
Well, yeah, we can get into that because that's not it's not, and that's the problem. That we already look. This whole Corona thing showed that I don't know what the fuck's going on in America anymore. Because the whole fucking thing with the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated, which that you want to talk about facts, where studies out of Israel state that if you've had coronavirus, and you can look this up, and I don't give a fuck because I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying what I've heard, that it's at least 16 times you're more protected against the fucking virus than getting the shot. So, and I've had it. I'm just saying. But yeah, you got to in certain states you got to prove that you've had the shot, even if you're more protected than the people who've had the shot, who can still get coronavirus and still pass it and still die or be hospitalized. Let that sit. But then people want to tell. It's almost like that motherfucker at your job, people. You know, I just started a new job, but I'm going to bring this up. Motherfuckers out there who are like trying to cancel people are like that motherfucker at your job. They're company motherfuckers, is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Those motherfuckers are like, you're not supposed to do that. Well, you're doing the same damn thing just because you're in a different fucking, you know, piece of equipment, bitch. You know, and nobody's, whatever. But people who think they've been at a job and that's their fucking life, so they feel like they have some say or pull. I like those types of people, and I'm not saying this to say that, you know, if you're in a position at your job and, you know, you feel like you're important, just don't act like you're fucking important. Is all I'm saying. Don't act like you can talk to people however the fuck you want without getting punched in the face when you leave that job. And it's like when people try and talk shit to people and they want to get, like, most of it's online, because just like anybody says, most of these people who have a problem with Dave Chappelle won't just come up, I guess they might because they'll try and sue him. So they won't just come up to him in his face and talk shit, is what I'm getting at. You know, yeah. But unless they're trying to get something out of him, like you said in the special, with a camera pointing right at him.
or like he told the lady, like, or did I follow you to your car and do my act?
Yeah.
Like, keep it in the comments.
Right.
Like, don't tell me about it. Put it in my comments. I don't want to hear
I don't want to hear your shit, bitch. I'm doing my act. You know what I'm saying? But hey, like I said, I hope it never gets to the point like fucking Gary Owen comedy, shout out to him. He's getting punched. No, I think the last one he said he had some type of fucking growth or some shit. I don't know if he was bullshitting or not, but
who knows?
Yeah, who knows these things? I'm just saying, like, I don't think I've ever said anything that would require somebody, but you never know, because somebody can heckle you and you come back at them with something and they can't take it there, and it's already instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people gonna hate on you regardless. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say. They may not even like your face.
Yeah, I was about to say the way you look.
Yeah, they don't like your face or your skin tone. They may not like guys bald with beards. You never know.
Their aura, because they're happy. Yeah. Motherfuckers are just miserable sometimes.
Your angels may aggravate their demons.
Mm-hmm. I heard Job was talking about this thing. He said he heard the fact that I guess if you wake up on the left side of the bed, you're more happier than somebody on the right side of the bed.
Really?
I said, well, that's bullshit, because my wife, I made her ass sleep on the left side of the bed just because of the way the bed's set up. I was like, she's grumpy as fuck all the goddamn time.
I don't know.
I wake up like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. I think he said he's seen it on Google, so I don't, you know. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Google.
Shout out to Jive.
Speaking of Google, though, I don't even know, like, Rogan talking about if you can try and Google certain things about the coronavirus, like facts, and they won't even show you. You have to go to DuckDuckGo because Google's censoring what you can search. Man.
Are they?
Yes. Come on, man.
Because I be looking up big booty ass.
Well, it's easy to look on Pornhub for that. Fuck Google.
Google show you all the big booty ass. No, I'm tripping. I'm just saying that's terrible that they're doing that.
It is. Well, that's like you said. That's the world we're living in, man. You talking about are we free? Not really. Not now.
I never said we were free. I just said this is a miracle.
Did you hear? I don't know. They tried to say, I guess, that the pilots that strike didn't strike because of the shot, because they were trying to mandate. Jobs are trying to Yeah, how about that? That's another thing. Nurses, the ones that were, in hospitals during all this shit that got coronavirus and was away from their families and all this and that. Now they're trying to just make them. And if they don't, they're going to get fired for their job. You can't force somebody to get a shot, people. And everyone's like, well, you gotta get chickenpox vaccine. To get in the military, you gotta have polio vaccine, smallpox. Yeah, because those are vaccines that work. They actually kill it. You don't get it. You don't get those diseases. This vaccine is not really such. It's a medicine that keeps you good for a few months. You gotta get another shot. You gotta get a booster. And then maybe you get another one, like the flu shot every year. And then, hey, whatever. It keeps it up. And then, you want to try and do a passport? Motherfucker. Revolution's coming is all I'm saying, man. I hope it... Think about this, people. What if Trump was doing all this shit? Think about that. People would be fucking flipping out on the other side. Which I don't even get political. But everyone who's all for these shots and things of that nature, you know what I mean? It seemed to be more like on the Democratic side and all that stuff, which, once again, I don't get political. More than gun toting.
Not being political, but just observant. A lot of the people that support Trump, they're the ones that be in the store with no mask.
That's what I'm saying.
They never wore a mask.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that never wore a mask. And actually, I've witnessed with my own eyes, they don't wear a mask and nobody says nothing to them. I go in with no mask and, sir, you need to put on a mask. I've witnessed that several times.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Because another reason for people to be racist, of course, to push their hate on, you know what I'm saying?
Their agenda.
It's amazing, dude. It's amazing the way people are. I'm just glad it didn't get worse, because then you'd really see how people can actually get. And think about it. We are a bunch of people just crammed in an area, and when resources get low, boy, motherfuckers, man, they lose their shit quick.
Well,
people who haven't been in real shit, they lose their shit quick, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, the things that you've been through, a lot of the people in the neighborhood has been through. Not to that.
For sure.
Not.
And maybe even worse. Be honest.
Probably worse.
I'm not.
I'm just saying, it's like I grew up in the hood, and it's like I'm trying not to. You try not to get numb to hearing about somebody getting killed, or you definitely don't react to the gunshots like you used to,
Right. You can tell it's not close.
Or how close it is. Even if it is close, you still...
Yeah.
You may mute the TV, like, you hear that?
Right.
They out there shooting.
Right. Yeah.
Unmute.
Yeah.
Or what I do while I'm laying down going to sleep, you hear them, I be like, I count them. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a 9. No, that was definitely AK.
It was. That's your fucking gun enthusiast itself. No. They could even figure that shit out.
Oh, a
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's 22. Ball, 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 ball.
Right.
That's something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. And the worst thing is they can get, people can get whatever the fuck they want. Nowadays, man.
Yeah, you know the difference. How they, how fast they come out,
Right, right. Oh yeah, man. Trust me.
Yeah, you could, you hear them enough time, you learn it. You learn the difference.
Yeah. I hear you, man. It's tough. I get it, and we already know the ramifications of history and why they are the way they are. The areas are, full of violence and forced to be in
full of violence because most of the neighborhoods are located near the industrial areas. Industrial areas, they have contaminated water. And the water, and that's why you hear a lot of things happening at the liquor store and the corner store versus Whole Foods. and
right.
things like that because of the area. There's definitely something going on.
Yeah.
With maybe the water. It could be the lack of natural resources such as fresh produce and things like that. It's the design. Like I said on another episode that we grew up, it was fruit trees in almost every other backyard. They are now gone, so you can't get any
real natural fruit.
Well, it's close to what we remember as natural.
Right. Yeah.
Because a lot of things have been modified over the years to be more appealing to the eyeball.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
they just boost all that shit up.
Yeah, strawberries were, they look more like natural strawberry looks more like a wild strawberry.
Yeah.
Versus these big, huge, almost apple-looking things.
So good.
Things have been modified, but anyway,
so good.
Anything, it's a number of things. It's reason, and I don't know if you even go as far as to say where you see chemtrails at, or do you see them more over the city, the inner city, than you do over maybe the country? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, now you get deep into conspiracies right there.
No, I'm just saying.
Was it you told me about the cloud machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't check it out yet.
But I mean, Google it.
Like I said, that sounds dope to help drought, but given to fucking somebody who has a devious mindset, that's like Rogan was talking about. Yeah, sorry, people. That's one podcast I listen to. Sorry, not sorry. But he was talking about, the FDA and all that, or the CDC, one of those companies, who monitor all the drugs and all that. Like, one of their dudes left to go work for fucking Pfizer. It's like, so you mean to tell me that dude wasn't sitting at this job and they're like, yo, you can get some stuff doing, whatever, you got a job, motherfucker, you can come here, be CEO, got a yacht, all that good stuff. Just like he said. It's like, so you don't believe none of that shit slips in to all this government fucking bull? Come on, man. That's why I don't like politics, because all these motherfuckers lie, and they all get in there so they can do what they fucking need to do, their agenda, because they can be rich, super rich, and not to worry about us down here in real life. You know what I'm saying? Right. They can stay up into their areas and only do their type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to control how we live our lives, you got, and the worst thing is the propaganda that they spewed out. It's all, like I said, people, this was reefer madness all fucking over again with these masks and shit. People who ain't wearing masks and didn't want to get the shot are killing your families. We're the ones killing your families. But if you get the shot, you feel protected. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Oh, but it doesn't work like that. That's right. You're not completely protected, so you're worried. I don't understand. Get healthy. That's all I got to say. I know some people have passed away, and I know it affects people, who have underlying issues, and I understand that, and that's the bad thing. But that's why I get the vaccine, because it does help people, allegedly. I don't know. It may help not kill you. So I'm not saying not to get it.
I just think it should be a personal preference.
That's all people are always saying.
It should be a person's personal preference, and nobody should say anything about it other than respect their opinion and their differences.
But they think because you're not getting it, you're going to be killing somebody they love, and that's the farthest from the truth. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying it can't happen, but
we don't know what the truth is.
We don't know what the truth is. You're exactly right.
Because if you think about it,
never know.
And this is all I'm going to say. If it originated in China, right?
That they were working on and created it because they were doing research on this virus. Continue.
If it was just for that, we're speaking of a place where they're only allowed to have one child. So if they are, it could be looked at. It was an experiment for maybe population control. Mm. What better place to try to use it other than the place that they say is overpopulated?
Once again, people, please check my research on this because I don't do any. But DARPA apparently was asked if they wanted to work on a project, basically like a bio, I would think, hazy ass fucking details people.
What is DARPA?
They're the defense department that are making missiles on androids.
Okay.
Well, drones.
Yeah.
They can kill you from wherever, and they can blow you the fuck up. Yeah, they created those. They were asked if they wanted to work on this and figure out a way to maybe weaponize it, and they passed it down. But then it got funded. The research got funded anyway to study this fucking virus by Fauci, who lied to Congress about funding this research. That was that gain of function research and everything to still, because when Trump came in, he killed. No, that could be something else. Whatever the case, let's keep it where it is. Fauci funded this research in the Wuhan lab to do the study on this virus for obviously to make it more contagious. I don't understand for what research. Gain of function. The way they say it is to see how it would, if it was this bad, how they could treat it. Because that's what they do is this is like I said, the 19th coronavirus. That's why, it's coronavirus.
It's COVID-19.
Yeah, because it's nothing new. This virus is a virus that they've had and studied. So I think that's why they've worked on this fucking virus. But either way, he's the one that funded the research, and it got out because of miscare at the lab, whatever the case, or just, once again, people, we ain't talking about this. There was protests everywhere before.
Accidentally on purpose got out?
There was protests all over the fucking world before all this fucking broke out. Protests everywhere. And then the fucking the virus got out, and fucking everyone was locked in their homes and this and that, and then it got worse, obviously, because people started dying and shit. And then, but yeah, everyone forgets that. So I don't know. I don't know what's real. All I know is fucking society is getting crazy from especially the way we grew up. I'm not saying it's better, because maybe it's just more out there and we just know more about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's maybe what it is, and we have to understand the times we're living in. But these easy times are made for soft people. And the problem is when somebody's being told on TV by somebody who thinks, I have a problem with looking at Joe Biden and thinking that this motherfucker has any reason telling me what to do. Anything. That he can say, you need to get a vaccine. And once again, because I don't give a fuck about politics, I'm talking about a person who's fucking probably doesn't even know where he's at half the time at this point in his life. No disrespect, but he's older out there. And who puts his pants on the same fucking way I do. Maybe not, because I can move better. You know what I'm saying? And he knows what's good for me in my life, where I'm at in my time, when he has probably caretakers watching after him. President of the United States. That's where we live. Best country in the world that I know of. I'm just saying, as far as I can say this shit and not get dragged out and fucking shot. But either way, it's still fucking upsetting when somebody just looks up to this dude and thinks, anything he says goes. Yeah, that's right. Let's listen.
Well, I also did comedy on Wednesday, too.
Good.
Yeah, I did some comedy on Wednesday.
How was that? No, you did good. Because you're finally putting it together. Instead of up there picking.
I was still picking. I was just smoother with it.
But you went a lot smoother, is what I'm saying. You were picking, but you went smoother.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable.
That's biggest part about it. Yeah.
I had some, and these young people in the audience, they participated, which was cool.
Right. Yeah,
I like that.
There's a good group, man. Everywhere we kind of go, there's good groups of people. I mean, there's a couple, that, probably just ain't warmed up, whatever the case,
right.
Or, that I don't, it is what it is. I can't say hi to everybody either, but you know what I mean? It's just, I like going out. I mean, I enjoy going out, I try not to get too messed up. I have my couple drinks, that's what it is. I like to go out there and tell the jokes. Like I said, this new material, it's, I don't know if I need a couple more little shots in there somewhere, because Oh, like I said, my stuff gets its last, but it's not, fucking like applause break and standing up, fucking shot, hollering.
I
And
mean,
cheering. It's not that type of motherfucker. I don't try and shock the crowd. I try and talk about my likes and interests and make it funny, so you guys just go on a ride with me, I guess, and let you know about my life and where I'm at, fucking mentally, really.
I just thought of something when you were saying that. You ever saw comedians? They go up on stage and perform, and none of their material gets laughed at, like something else get laughed at.
Probably the real shit. This thing that they said like beforehand, like there's some people that like they'll go up, they'll do natural stuff and it's funny, but when you get into material, it's like,
right,
yeah, it happens. Because sometimes you think too hard about the material instead of being yourself, and that's the hard. I don't even know if that's called finding your voice or if that's just being comfortable. But there's some people who don't even have material, but they just are comfortable on stage, and that's like half the fucking battle right there, man. If you can be like interesting,
I think that's what the point of Thursday would be.
Crowd work
Thursday.
Yeah, it would.
I would love to do that.
I mean, I would, I guess, but at the same time, I don't really care to do crowd work.
I mean,
it comes when you're doing your show. Sometimes you gotta, it all depends.
I do crowd work a little bit. I've been easing into it.
Yeah, I ain't got time for it.
I feel you.
I got 5 minutes to work on my shit. My shit's to the T, yo.
I feel you.
I get to light a fucking. I'm like, God damn it, but people. That's what I'm saying. There's so many different styles. I write my shit in those 5-minute chunks.
Yeah.
You have your stuff. You know what I mean? And I guess I could vary away from it. I could just take little bits out of each one. Yeah. You know what I mean? I could do that and just work on it.
You've been working on it a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
You were like, you guys, how long yeah.
Well, because that's material I already know.
I know, but still, you still talking to the crowd.
Yeah. Very little, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying, in those little environments, I guess it's not bad. It's good to be, communicate, be in the moment with the crowd.
Yeah. Look at the people.
Show interest, because I do have good personality, especially when I just relax. But when you're up there, you're trying to think of your material, huh?
You rich and famous.
Yeah, right. Not yet. You see his comfortability, boy. He used to be up there. He takes his time. He don't even need a laugh every fucking whenever. He tells stories. Then he hits you with a little stupid punch like, my favorite one is,
bitch, get out of here. Before I stuff you in the trunk. That one.
I want to think about these dicks. Lord Jesus, I want to think about these dicks. Man, he's hilarious. And that's
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle. Come on, man. If y'all guys haven't watched The Closer, check that shit out. But you don't even need me to tell you to watch that shit, because if you like Chappelle, you already seen that motherfucker. So as soon as you told me, dude, sadly, that's why I didn't know nothing about it. As soon as you sent me the text, I'm like, I'm watching that bitch. I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
I watched Six and Stones, I don't know how many times.
Really?
Man. Yeah. That was a good one. I mean, his other ones are good too. I don't know. Like I said, I try and watch it the first time just to watch it. And then the second time I try and watch it. And then I listen to the jokes better. You know what I mean? 'Cause first time you watch something, you try and watch it. Right. You can't comprehend every fucking, you can, but you can't. It's not the same. So I like to rewatch it. And then I try and watch it and see how he sets everything up. And I seen how he was going with the Martin Luther. He kept going back to that throughout it. You know what I'm saying?
And
doing some callbacks with that type of stuff, and
with the big, what do you call him?
Oh, Clifford.
Yeah, Clifford. Yeah, he kept doing Clifford in there.
Yeah. Clifford. Yeah.
Well, you know what? And he lightweight. If you think about it, he did that sort of in a way on the Chappelle show too, like with the different episodes, because for some reason, Tron played several roles.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Tron, why is dude's name Tron? The character he's playing.
Right.
Like, it's the same characters be showing up different places.
In the skits.
Yeah.
But not too many.
Not too many.
Not too
But
many.
in every crowd, in every crowd, you'll see your boy back there.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. Well, come on. That was just a staple, dog. That's why, because it's fucking hilarious. If we should have this motherfucker come in through every fucking party scene.
Like, every scene, dude, in there, like...
That's just, once you do something once, he's like...
You think he was like, man, I'm on the Chappelle show.
Darnell Rollins said that shit. He was like, I know when I was on the scene, he was like, you just make yourself noticeable, whatever. He was like, I didn't even care. Just so people, you get your showtime. If you're on screen, if you ain't got no words, you better fucking act your life out or some shit.
Do it.
Just to get noticed somehow, because that's it. And I guess what? If he did that shit just as a, improv.
What's his name?
Fuck if I know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he did it. And he was on the Chappelle show. Everyone cracked up every time they fucking
every time they see him
come through the fucking party.
That was hilarious.
Hey man, that's why I said life is great. Life is amazing because this is all we fucking know, man. And when I see how people are just towards one another and just acting and just, I was bickering little bullshit, it just drives me fucking nuts, man. Shut up and worry about yourself.
That's how I feel when I just come from a stint of not being able to find gainful employment, and then you get to a job and you hear these little stupid complaints. Like when I went to the place that we worked together, it was a bunch of drivers that was like, I ain't doing that spit and this, that, and other. I'm thinking to myself, you guys are complaining about nothing. Y'all complaining and you go home every day. Like, what is you complaining about? You call me a diva?
Right.
They some...
I do call them a diva, people.
They some divas. It's like, quit your complaining. What you complaining about? You got a gravy job. What you complaining about?
Look, I just started my job, right? You know what my job is. You know what it consists of. I fucking work. I build that shit, right? Either way.
He's Bob the Builder.
Pallets.
Yeah.
Product. So...
Amish.
But when I heard somebody talking about the morels down here, what kind of morale do you need? You know you gotta come in, put that bitch on, and build pallets. You got a 20-minute break, 20-minute break, 20-minute break. That's your job. What morale do you need? I don't need it. I come in and I do what I'm like, bam. So the time I get the fuck out. It's an easy job. I just keep moving. I don't need... What morale do you need is what I'm getting
What
at.
they want, like a pep
That's
rally?
what I'm saying. They let you snacks in the break room if you want some snacks and shit. It's environment. I ain't had nobody looking at me, mugging me like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? The little guy who's over at the other place we fucking worked at. Little punk ass bitch. That guy walking around like he's fucking 6 foot tall, like he's gonna do something to somebody.
If you're watching this show, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, bitch.
Hit the like button and subscribe.
Anyway.
And share.
I just don't like people who think there's somebody they're not, or you think, ooh, did something in college, whatever the fuck. Won't stop a chair in your face, bitch. I just hate people is what I'm getting at. They walk around and they think they deserve
hate people
something.
that think they're better than others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why?
But I always say that I am better than crackheads and heroin addicts and people that don't take care of their children. I think I'm better than them. I do. I just do. That's just my opinion. I think I am.
What if they have no children? You don't know what they're going through.
I don't care. I'm better than them.
Maybe you
I'm
ain't.
better than crackheads.
Maybe
I'm
you
better
ain't.
than heroin addicts.
Maybe
I'm
you ain't.
better than people that don't take care of their children.
Maybe you're not.
I'm better than them.
Better than somebody that doesn't take care of their children.
I'm the first one to admit it. Everybody say you ain't better than nobody. I'm better than crackheads.
I don't know. I might have to disagree. There's a couple crackheads I probably like. You may not be better than us on. No. Well, if they're great people, they just smoke crack. That doesn't mean they're a bad person.
That means that I'm better than them.
There was a study in my philosophy class of a woman who lived to be at least, I want to say, in her late 80s, maybe 90s, people. Once again, faxers. A lot of drugs. Anyway, she did heroin every day for her life. At a certain point, she did after work every day. Not overdoing it. I think she even had a little glass of wine too, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just take it the fucking well. The fact that she had to go to that bitch ass job every goddamn day. She came home, Had a little glass of wine. Whoop, whoop. You ain't better than her.
I saw an episode, a spoofed episode of Fat Albert, and they done messed around and shot Mudfoot, and Mudfoot lived because he said he smoked so much dope, the crack built up around his heart.
Bam!
And the bullets didn't pierce his heart because of the crack that he smoked.
He was smart. See? Now that's the crackhead talking right there. Obviously, that's not the reason he survived.
I liked it. I was rocking with it.
Hey,
I was rocking with it.
Like I said, that wouldn't make you better than him either because he got superpowers then.
Hey, that's my opinion. Look, everybody talk about they got their opinion and what they think. That's my opinion. So
that's your opinion.
I'm rolling with it.
All right, dog.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right! Well, on that note, brother, hey, you can follow me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
And I am the great _ Corey. But it's the _ great _ Coree. And that's how you get me on Instagram. And you can get us both on the Midnight Paco Podcast or our email is the Midnight Paco Podcast and
gmail.com. That's right.
Yep.
And like I said, people, in the comments, leave your favorite karaoke go-to song.
And thank you to everybody that's buying the merch. You guys look great in it. Please continue to support the channel.
Shout out.
Send in your pictures and we'll put them on the Midnight Paco page.
That's right. And like I said, you can find that on Amazon under 26 Apparel and under Redbubble at 26 Designs. That's right.
Coming soon, I'm better than a crackhead shirt.
Okay. Especially on the YouTube page, up in the top right, man, there's little links up there to our Instagrams and the merch pages, people, and they're always in the description. I always got the links to the merch in the description on the channel, so just gotta go click, it'll take you to either one, on Redbubble and Amazon, so we appreciate everybody. Subscribe. That's the best way you can do, people, is to get people to subscribe. If you don't want to get the merch, understand 100%. Hit the like, get that algorithm, send the subscribe to people. You have them, click that baby, and that's how you can help us. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Until next week.
Boom.
Out.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. 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 Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.